So, good evening, all. This is pretty much starting from where we stopped the last time. And I want to believe that we all actually watched the video, and we are going to continue from there and what has happened after the last video and all that I said, how it has played out. And of course, you are aware, we talked about these being 1 and 2, and these being a 3 and a 4, and that we are actually on the last wave. So what do we have? And let's look at what we are seeing here. Now, we said that this thing is bullish and that we have not finished wave 5 to the upside, and we are still going to see that. But this week is going to close like this. So this is DXY. This you see that it's a price action for downside, and at this level, if it closes like this, it's also a price action for downside. But when you are interpreting price action for downside or not downside, you have to understand the wave pattern and to what extent that this one can send the price down or not. This is the way it's, so it's more or less forming in the consolidation zone. That means where you have consolidation, and we've had quite that consolidation for quite a while, and so it's going to close like this. Are we going to see more fall from here? Maybe yes, maybe not. We're going to see that. We're going to focus here. So see this price action here. This price action that you are seeing here, if you are going to interpret it, is not a price action for a downside. When you see the bullish candle turn in the body towards the down, and this one, of course, is a pressure from the seller, but they are not yet done. This thing has not closed up properly. So this is a pullback or a correction that we are seeing. So we are going to have a proper close up. So which means when I see a candle like this on the higher time frame, it tells me that price will still come back up here to this zone. If I see it on a lower time frame, it means maybe almost the same thing. So this particular green candle, but for now, when you see this one, it's a price action for downside, and which we know that we are not yet done with correction. So if you go to where we stopped last week, let me bring out all those drawing. This is what we said last week, and without wasting much time. So let me go to the lower time frame. I can't be explaining the internal structure of that anymore. So like I told her, I said, now that the wave 5 that we're talking about, the last wave of the cycle, that last wave of the cycle, we expect it to terminate around here. And I said, yes, when you are here, you can say we're almost ended the structure, but of course the structure can still traverse this blue zone. And this is where we're going to be looking for a complete downward switch, but not now. We said that. But in the middle of that, we talked about this. You can go and watch the video again about this being the potential level for wave 4, and this is the last place that wave 4 must not breach before we see more upside. And that we said that, and we said this is a 50, and this is a 23.6 and a 38.2, and this blue zone for the more upside. Now, if you now look at what the price did, we said something when the price was here. Let me go to 4 hourly, and this is what I want you to see. Sorry about that break in the transmission. Sorry about that break in transmission. So this is what we said the last time. The price was here, and I told us, I said, it's pretty much from here, it's not done. If this one is going to be a W, and this one is going to be an A, B, and a C. And what the price did in the middle is to shock and to revert back. And that they can do not until they, because this one is trying to break this place prematurely. So if you had seen this early, that this structure is broken to the downside, that tells you that the price is not even going to come in here to probably correct this structure to this level before it falls to Y. And now, with what price has done here, tells us that now, because I told us, I said we wouldn't want to sell until we get in here. So if you listen and you watch what I said, you watch this video quite well, I told us that it is better not to sell until the price comes in this zone. The price comes in here, then we can look for a sell. If price breaches this to the outside, then of course we know that that is not on the plate anymore. So the price didn't get there, and we were expecting this to push towards this zone for us to have a sell to this side, and that never happened. But they changed it here now. So the price is at this edge, touching 23. Now, technically, at 23, we may say that yes, price, has touched the zone at the outer edge of where we expect with fall to be completed. But when we look at the structure that is unfolding, the structure that is unfolding, this being a leg of W, and that this in the middle is still a bridge, and the structure is not complete, the other half is not complete, then we should see more downside towards this zone. That is what I'm trying to say. So we should see this one as a bridge now, where we can just push this one a bit to the upside. We can now push this a bit to the upside to now represent an A. That is what has changed. We can do this to push this one to a bit to the upside to represent an A for now, and we are going to see this one as a B. That is the way to look at this for now, and that the C had been pushed further down. So that is what it's obvious here. So you must know how to engage this thing. So this one is not in play anymore. Price, of course, may still go to the upside, but definitely the all of this one has been used as a flat here. This is a flat here. This move to the upside, and A, B, and a C here is a flat to the upside, and that's a flat. And that a flat is used as a triad for A. The O from here to this point is a W, and the all of these A, B, C, the smaller A, B, C is now the A, and this is seen as A, B. Now, where this one will eventually, we are going to correct. I don't believe it's yet time for this thing structure to continue to move higher to get to this point. If we finish here, price is not going to come to this level and come back down again. So we must understand this thing as it's forming. The price now wants to finish up with 4 to the downside and move up. For me, I'm still not comfortable to buy from here. I'm not comfortable to buy from here. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not comfortable to buy from here. So the dollar is not showing the strength yet. Even with this, you might say it's double bottom. It is not double bottom anything. It's just correction. So if you look at it on the higher time frame, but let me finish what I'm doing here first before I go to the higher time frame. Let me finish. Okay, let me go to the higher time frame so I can correct this trend line that we're seeing. So for now, this would have to be corrected. This would have to be corrected. This would have to be corrected. This would have to be corrected like this now. So that's the correction we're going to have there. So let me go in to the lower time frame and fine tune that. So let's fine tune this. It's really not that easy when the network is just messing up like this. It slows you down, but you're going to, by the time it's playing anyway, you might not be seeing all of these. Lots of breaking transmission at the moment. We're going to just manage all of that. So this is more like it. So we need to see a break to the upside from this before we now say that, yeah, we want to go more to the upside. Correcting that, if you want to look at the structure in the middle, it's still precociously formed. If we look at what potentially we say the limit of A now, which is here, and how much these are gone down from here, that's about 123. So if that did give us a 123 of this move to B, so we might have we might see this eventually being what we call a running flat. So this might be a running flat here. So if it's going to be a running flat, what should we expect for a running flat? We should expect this from this edge to the eye of A back to the beginning of A, and a running flat now. This will now change course to give a running flat, you know, somewhere here Okay, let me use something that is different now. That we demarcate that now. Let's change that to this. So that I changed to that. So we want to see where a running flat for C would most likely be 3 levels now. 3 levels. The first level is at 61.8, which is here. That might be the end of that running flat before we see more downside, down move. Or it might get to an 100, which is still at the edge here. So if you get that, or a 123, which still falls, you know, at this level. Funny enough, you might still get all of that. Sorry, at 100, and 100 is here, just before the blue. That is the only thing that has changed. The 123 is still at the upper edge of this blue zone. It's still at the upper edge of that blue zone. So nothing has changed in that regard. So nothing has changed in that regard. So we can see it's still within that. So our C, that is what we should be expecting, but we shouldn't do anything. This is the first place that we might see this, you know, coming back down. And if you ask me, for this to complete this structure in the middle to finish Y, what do I expect really? What I expect really is that these may just get to this zone to finish leg C of this middle stuff and turn more down. That is what I will expect. I will turn more down. So do we want to sell? I don't want to sell again, really. I don't want to sell again because all this that they are doing in the middle is just rubbish for me. What they are doing in the middle is rubbish. Why I don't want to sell again is that I want to be very careful because of this at touch this. This may well be the end of the move for 4 here, but I'm in doubt because of this structure in the middle from here, which is A, B, and a C that I'm trying to see that is in the making. So we might see it turn down from here. If it does not, it's going to get to this place before it turns down. And if it does not, this is the last place it's going to get to before it turns down. And the break out of here means that they are done. So where the DSY must not breach now, it's 107,860. Once we have a breach at that level, then we are already in the last leg of that, which is with 5, and we're going to finish it up. But for now, it's still a suspect here. So with what they have changed here, they have changed this by bringing this down to break this low. Then I will expect them to break this high again or not. They might break it or not, and they will now send it down to finish this. I would rather want to wait for them to finish this. Something tells me they might not go beyond here and turn down again to finish this structure to the downside before they move up. And that's when we'll be ready to say we want to buy. That's what we can do now, to buy the X1. So if that's still in the case, then we should be seeing this place as the last place with this now to know where this is going to be. It's still early days. So early days, nothing much has changed except that what you are seeing on the daily candle here, formation here, does not mean a morning star at all, even if it closes. This is a correction. I think this is still going to fall. It's still going to fall. This is still going to fall. Even the way it's going, just like you had it here, if it's closed like that, it's still going to fall. I see it still falling further. They're going to correct, they are doing correction to the upside, and it's going to fall. If you look at this on the 4-hour, you'll see a sharp move. Don't it might just make like 5 waves to the upside, because now these are giving us like a zigzag another day. But it's a flat really. They have made it a flat here. It's a flat structure here, which is 1, 2, and 3. This is a flat structure of the bridge, and this is the second leg of it on the 3 time frame. So we're going to see the third leg probably. It will fall short. It will break the top, but notwithstanding, they'll still be able to come down. But if I see a price action to sell here, why not? We can sell to finish at Y. So we must be ready to do all of that. We can't just take an action in the middle. That is what I said. You can't take an action in the middle. So if that now happens, if this turns to be the limit, this C is going to go. So this will be the upper price action. So we're not going to have our Y like this from here at least to give us 100 from here down to where the W finished here. So this will now be a new low for W, since this is a bridge. This will now be a new low for W. For us to have this. So which means that our Y might actually be at this level here. It might be going lower, push lower, very close, lower. But I think with what I'm seeing, 38 might just be in view. So they will do all that naughty correction to get at 38. And they might actually push it up to 100. In that case, if they push this up to 100, then we can sell from here. Once we see a price action at 100, we can sell from here, which is somewhere here. We can sell at 100, which is very close there. And they can do a 23, which is here. So if they do that, now it falls below here. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. We should be looking to sell it, not to buy it now. We should be looking to sell it. This is just to finish. That's the change in the structure in the middle that they have done here. So you must understand a change in structure. This is A and a B, and let them finish here. So we are looking to sell. So we can sell this. We can sell this if it moves further up. We can sell, but if they choose to finish this to around this zone, then we can buy. So we must be ready for all of that. So that is what I can say for now on the DXY. What is guiding us is that this is a zone that we don't want to trade. Price must work up here or here before you take action. This is the lesson that we are learning from here. This is the lesson that we are learning from here. So, but I still see this A and a B and a C. This C must finish. And all we can do to guide C is that once we have a pullback here, once it does not break below, then it might push a bit higher up. Maybe by Tuesday or Wednesday, you might be looking for a drop in the DXY. That is what I can say. Now, if we go to Euro USD, that was why I haven't given us a Euro USD really. I have not given us a Euro USD, seeing what they are doing. Your understanding of what we are saying is what is going to help us. If you look at Euro USD is not going deep, too deep. But at the same time, I don't believe, yes, this has changed also. It has changed also. They are doing a foreign correction now. So it has changed also. This one has now been the A. After this from here is A. And to this level now. this level now is a B, and we should see a C before we go further up. That is one. So this is the area I'm thinking that we should be looking for a buy. So things have changed in the middle. It has changed in the middle. And if you want to sell this, if we have a pullback, we can sell to C, or very close to this area, then move back up. That is what I can see from the DXY now. I mean, through the DXY and the Euro USD. And we might be seeing this thing falling to just finish leg C. And to do that, what we have to do now is to change some things. What are we going to change? This is pretty much in the middle, and this is like a W finally. Yeah, it's like a W finally now. So this has changed in the middle for me. So let me still make use of this. This is the limit of W up here. Good. And so the first part of the correction, we said this is A, B, and a C. Now on the DXY, they push this C to break, to touch this area. See what they have done on the Euro USD. It didn't even touch here. So it is not exactly, it's not 100% replica. So you must be able to know what to do. So let me take this off. That is how structure changes, and you must know how to read it. So now, this will be the limit of A to complete that triad here. So this is what I want to term as A, 1, 2, and this one 4 shots here. So that has changed the configuration completely. It has changed the configuration completely, and that is what we are seeing now. So with that, this it's a B. That is a B. I still believe we are still coming back to break this to the upside, but not now. It's different on most of these things. What we are seeing is different. So this is like a B. So if I bring that one down, that has changed this area now. You can see how things can change. This is a B. So if this is a B now, we are selling a C, and the C should be coming down. The DSY may still go a bit up and break, but we now know that what we are seeing is they're making all this structure a flat structure in the middle. So where is this? This is like from the beginning of A here to the end of A here. Made this one a 141. So this one being a 141. See, you can see how funny this has looked now. Oh my goodness. On DXY, you know, because it's trying to pull up, we said it's going to give us a running flat. So it's going to give us a running flat here because the B on the DXY is at 123, but on the Euro USD is at 141. So on the DXY, on the Euro USD, it's going to give us an extended flat on the Euro USD. Why on the DXY is giving us a running flat. So to be an extended flat, then we expect these to give us just one possibility, and that possibility is what is 123 to the downside from here itself. So from here to this point, and a 123 to where this is. So now the 100 is here, which is not impossible. The 100 is here, and the 123 now so you can just push this one down a bit. That's the 100, and the 123 is here. So now that is where C can be, but for me and you, it's better to stall at 100, which we said, which exactly had fallen at 0.005 that we talked about. So it's working out like that. So this is where to stop. Of course, price may push towards this level before it goes up again. Price may push towards that level before it goes up again. Anything is possible here. Anything is possible here. This is the mess that they are trying to create now. They're trying to create a mess. This is a serious mess that they're trying to create here. And things are changing. Things are changing. For now, this might not break up here. So when they finish here, they may now turn up. But let's see how what they do here. If we have a decent pullback, then we can sell towards this, and we'll be moving stop losses. That is all we can do for now here. But not until we get to these levels. If we come to this level, then that is when we say they have finished their move towards going up. They can't go up further more than here, which is the blue zone for downside. And when they now turn that, they're going to break this level here. So something funny is happening there. So for now, these we have to go. The level that we're looking at sell, we have to go from what I can see here. They failed to touch it, and we are going to regroup. That's on the Euro USD. I want to believe you understand what exactly I'm trying to do. If you look at the daily candle, if you close like that, let's see. If you close like that, the daily candle, if you close like this, it could also be, telling us that we are coming further down. If you close like this, if you close like this. But the level that once we break this level here, which is once we break 10100 to the downside, then we are going to come to that level that I talked about. So if we break this level, then definitely price will not stop until it gets to this zone. That is the meaning. So let's see how this one. So if I want to sell now, if we want to sell, the level we can sell is here. That is where we should expect price to still pull towards for us to sell, and probably put a stop loss at the fringe. Of course, it has to be a very small lot size if you're going to do that. So if you're going to do anything now to sell, this is what on the daily we can come here and put our if we have a price action to sell, then that will be a place that to sell, and around this area is where we can look for between these two lines, so you can look for a sell to the downside. If price corrects, yeah. If price corrects to the upside, this is the level I want to look at personally, this is the level where we have the blue, or at this level here. Yes, at this level here, between here and here is where I want to look at. Let me do that again. So yeah, this is the level I want to look for itself. Put a stop loss here if you're going to have a correction to the upside. And once I see a price action on 1 hour, I can look for a sell down to where we think we want to go, to this level. That is what we can do. That's what we can do. But at the same time, don't be surprised that price, once allow it correct first, see if you're going to see any price action, 1 hour price action at this level. But if it breaks through, then and it breaks through here, once they get to this point and breaks through this level, then they are going to break the top again and walk towards where we thought, yeah, they're going to walk towards this area. If price should come up here, so break this level, break this one, price will not stop here. Price is going to come up to this level. So, but on the strength of the price action and what we see in the middle here, being this A and this is exactly B at 1.414, then most likely this will be the next destination. So now we don't have any problem with DXY. We don't have problems with Euro USD. What we have problem with for those who are trading currently, it's the AUD USD. And just believe me, the AUD USD is still going to break the top. From what I can see here, AUD USD is ready to still break the top. It's not done, but also it's getting ready to fall. It's getting ready to fall. And we're going to be patient. And if we need to move stop losses, we will do that. Don't add new positions for those who have gone negative, because this we believe was where price was going to probably turn to the downside and begin to, but now from here they changed the game here, broke this onto the upside, and then this. So, but with this, I see more up here, but probably they might not break through this edge or wedge that we are seeing. So let me show you the wedge. They might not break through that before price is sent to the downside. So whatever we are seeing here, more or less, are the last days of this for it to come to the downside. So is it like an A here and a B here also, and a C to the downside? It's not impossible. I have not even done the analysis because let's see on the daily. So if this one is where our A is now, the low here is now at this level. So things are changing a bit. So we have to come to terms with that. And you can't be rigid with this thing. You can never be rigid. You have to follow the flow. It is the structure that they give you that you can deal with. So it's the structure that they give that you can deal with. So this, if this is an A, which they have changed now. So for this to be a B, like we said, going up, it is going to be a B going up. Let's see. It's going to be a B going up from there. Now, we are almost there. We are almost there. So the best for this one to be a B, because it has crossed this area. So the best is at this level where we expect a 168. Yeah, this should be the highest that the price can do based on what I can see for these. That will be the highest price should do. Price is going to break here. Price is going to break this one for sure. That is what I can see now. What is we are trying to see in the middle is gone. So it's a daily correction that we are seeing, not a 4-hourly correction anymore or 1-hourly correction anymore. So it's a daily correction. So if that happens, then this is going to fall to a 1, 2, 3. And if it's going to fall to a 1, 2, 3, then it will now be from here to this level and to this level. Yeah. So that's what we should see. We should see like 100 will now come to this level. 100 will come to this level because it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to come towards this level. So that is where we should see the price changing that. So these are the levels we should expect that price will at least touch 0.67600 before we see more upside if they're going to see that. And so this is a zone that we should expect that price would come to if anything is going to happen on here. So this potentially, once we see a price action, can come towards this level. So, and we need to break this structure. So once we break this structure, which start from here, once we break this structure, then price will be coming down. Once we break that structure, price will be coming down. So that is what we need to break now. So we need to break this. So once we break this, price, so it's a rising wedge. So you can see it's a rising wedge. So once we break that, so I don't believe that price is going to go up too much. Price is going to break this level again. Price is going to break this level and hit this. So if we look at, so I think where we put our stop loss is still in order, which is up here, 73,200 or so. It's still in order. Let's look at the weekly time frame. I'm doing a whole lot for now. So price, yes, price may just, use this as a resistance and begin to fall. So it's a good level of resistance for price to fall. And on the daily candle, nothing really. So it's just an engulfing candle, and it might just be like we have a 1 and a 2 and a 3, and the price will be falling. So that is where to begin to observe. And if we go more down on the inside the 4-hour candle and see what price is going to do here, let's go a bit more down inside the 4-hour candle. Going a bit down inside the 4-hour candle. I'm trying to so that is, once we break this to the downside, then that has confirmed to us that we are coming really hard down. So now we need to begin to see all this possibility. We need to begin to see all this possibility, this correction. The 1-hour correction in that middle is, yeah, it's can't, we'll work with it again. Now, another thing you can begin to see that what it's likely to be the limit of this correction. What is likely to be the limit of this correction from here to this pink is this. A 123, a 1, but the higher time frame will be more accurate for us. A 123 or a 161. So this is where this is actually falling at a 123, which is perfect, because when you look at the higher time frame correction on the daily time correction, it falls here. And on the higher time frame correction, sorry, on the lower time frame correction, 123 also takes it. This level I wouldn't really expect, except if they just want to freak people out and burn you out for no reason. So that is why we put our stop loss. So for me, I think it will still make some sense for you to want to sell your AUD USD once the market opens tomorrow at this level of 0.71500. Yeah, it will be a perfect level for you to sell again. So, and if you are doing that, if you are doing your sell at 0.71500, I think put your stop loss at for not for the one that you have in negative now, but for the new one that you will set as 0.71500, you can now put the stop loss at 0.71900. So you can put it at 900 in case you are taking out. So you still try to defend the old ones that are drawn into negative. I'm just teaching you on what to do. So, but I think within this wedge, the price is going to plummet and it's going to be fast because the way it has gone up, like this is an A and a B, and that is going to give us an extended flat. Mark me, from what I'm saying, it's going to be an extended flat. It's going to fall flat. Yeah, this one is a 3, because it's a flat, is a 1 and a 2 and a 3, and the one in the middle is also a 1 and a 2 and a 3 to finish the last leg of this 5, the 5th wave here, to push to this side. And this one is going to be a 5-wave down, 5-wave structure to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the likely destination. So we are in a good place. Let's just hold on to it, and for just write this down. 0.71500 is the level to actually enter a new cell, and 0.71900 is to put your stop loss for that new cell. If you can't hold it, and but I see all this happening next week. We're going to fall, here, but it's not going to break towards the down. So we're going to play within the rules of what we know we will get. We should get with the extended flat. So the last leg is what we can hold on to take. Where I think this one is going to be a good trade. And Euro USD also, if you have a decent pullback to that level, which should be another good trade for us to sell. So we're looking to sell them, to sell all of these, sell Euro USD, sell AUD USD, not buy them. We don't want to buy them. Even if they continue to break beyond where we have, we don't have to buy them. But I'm so sure that Euro USD, if we sell them from the level and they come down, they are still going to go up to come towards that level, except they break the structure down. If they break the structure down, then they have changed the structure. That means they will now continue to finish with 5. So that goes to then let me quickly go to gold. And that is gold. Still have a couple more that I want to do. XAU USD. XAU USD, which is the gold. For those on gold, now again we are seeing an ending structure in the formation. So we are seeing an ending structure in the formation. So for these, we are seeing an ending structure. Let me take this off. So we are seeing an ending structure in the formation here. This is an ending structure. So we need to break here. So you can see that with this eye, and with this eye, the price had been dragging. So forget what they're trying to do. They want to flip people out. If they break the top or not, the price is coming down. So let's maintain our cool on gold. Gold looks most likely to fall also, but they are going to do this to flip people out. The price may come very close to this place. It may break it or not before they send it down. So Monday evening, we should know what this one is going to give us. But it is an ending structure also. this is pretty much a breach, and this also, you know, 5-wave structure here, and all this mess that they are trying to do in the middle. It's you might not get anything price action here. So you can see what we are getting here. Pretty much like to confuse people now. So you can see on the daily, we have not seen any price action for the downside really, except this one that first showed us the likelihood of trying to send the price down. This one here in the middle. So we might be getting a new one on Monday to now say, okay, finally we have decided to back down. And if you look at the weekly time frame, where we can safely say that all that will change is around this level here, around this level. This is where everything can change. 1811. 1811 is where everything can change. And if you look at the monthly, let's see, on the monthly, on the monthly, but it's an ending structure really that we are seeing in the last 2 weeks on this. Sorry for all the break in transmission. So, but you still need to, yeah. So this is the monthly candle on the gold. So this is the level, the last level, which is 1812. That is where you think the price may just probably kiss and fall. You might not even kiss it, but that is the last one. The price action that we have here is still for the downside, for the further downside. That is a price action we are seeing here. We see price action for further downside. That's what we can see. So we can also look at this potentially what kind of correction are we seeing here. This one coming down here, and this one is like, if this is a low, you can see a low here and a high here. So you can see all of that. So, and this can probably give us a clue to what to expect on the kind of correction here. So if you take this one as 1 and a 2 and the last leg here. So this is the pullback that we are seeing here, and 2, 4. So now, if we are going to, let me see. Let me look at another one that is not so messed up. Yeah, let me look at it. Yes, let's look at this that is not so messed up. Let me quickly do the analysis here. This one is not so messed up. For gold, so this is the low, the last low there, the last low there. As I said, this is the place that I expect that the price will not go beyond 1813. So if you are 1818, I think let's just wait there and let's be cool. Let's be cool there. It will soon. This is the monthly candle. This is a monthly candle. This is the monthly candle. Okay. So it's pretty much a double top here, formation here, in this correction. So we are seeing this as a move, and what I can see here is a further downside, really, with this move. It's a further downside that I'm seeing here with this move. So there is a move, A and a B and a C, and we need this one to still come further down. The price action here is to sell price down, so price is going to fall. That's what I can see here now. We need to break this low. If anything is going to be, it's still low. It's chopping in the middle, so that's what we are seeing. If I take it to the week now, that's what we are seeing now. Chopping in the middle. It's almost touching. It's where we actually the same level we are seeing it. So this is where we should see the price is almost where it's going to turn down. It won't go, it shouldn't go beyond this level. I don't see it go beyond this level. I don't see it go beyond this level. And going to make people freak out. Yeah. So that's like, yeah, like this level. This is the level. Even if you want to do it, you can put at 1820. Yeah, 1820 is still looking at that. So this level, resistance, resistance, resistance. Yeah, that's pretty much where to. And if you look at it on the monthly is more, will be respected more than anything. Yeah, so the monthly will be respected more than anything, except you see the kind of price action we see here. So yeah, 1820, not bad if you want to do that. But definitely the price is not going to push beyond 1833. 1833, 1834. Price is not going to push beyond that. I don't see price beyond 1834. But let's see how price reacts around this area. So we can't just be wasting out. So it's a correction, so we can see that it's a correction to the upside, and that is what we are seeing, and it's pointing off. It's pointing off. You can see this, it's pointing off. If price wants to go beyond here, it should correct first, at least to the level we said price should correct to before we see it for more further. So this is the level here. This is the level, this is the resistance, weekly resistance. So we need to see reaction here first. The kind of reaction we see at 1812 will tell us, yes, they look set to break that top and create a reaction here. That is what I can say. They look set with this move to create a reaction here and begin to fall. So we should not freak out. Let's just hold our peace. Let's hold our peace and let me go back there. That is what I can say on gold. And so far, with the way gold has gone up, we might be seeing more aggressive move towards the downside from gold. The way it has gone up and the way this had formed, this wedge, you can see the wedge. You can see the wedge. Yeah, they have pumped it off and it's like an ending diagonal or an ending structure now. So, you know, so the way it's going to go, they might point it off. They might point it off. If it breaks above, though it's an edge, that's one thing I want you to see. Now, let me show you this. It's a wedge. Like it's a wedge. I've told you it's just a wedge. Now, the difference between a leading diagonal and ending diagonal is this. If this is an ending diagonal, this one will not break the top. So the price will not break the top and the price will plummet. If it's a leading diagonal, price may just break the top and give us a deep correction. So when that happens and it breaks the top, it will give us a good correction and still go back to break. So, but if it falls without breaking the top, then it's an assurance that it's going to go more deeper to end this whole structure. So whichever is going to be, we are at a very good level here between here and here, 1812. It's an ideal level to say you want to sell again. You know, it's an ideal level to say you want to sell again, 1812. So 1812. So we are at 1815 here. We put our stop loss at 1819. We can put it at 1830. It doesn't, sorry, 1820. It doesn't, I think it's good for you if you put it at 1820. I don't expect that price is going to break this structure of 1817, but it may break the top and it will now make it a leading diagonal. So if it's a leading diagonal, so if you break the top and it's a leading diagonal, then this one is going to come down as with 2 close to at least 75.6 or yeah, before it turns up again. But otherwise, if it's an ending diagonal without breaking the top, it's going to break low again. That is what we should expect. Let them begin to give us an expo here. We will take it. We will take it. It's just to frustrate people. Don't worry. We'll take it. We'll take whatever they give us here. For me, when this happened, I'd seen this as the first correction A and a B, and this move between A and B actually is a 90. So, and I thought that they might just do, if it's, this is a 61 for a running flat, they might do a 100, and they might do a 123. So we don't know which one it's going to be. So if it's going to be like that, it's going to be, if the strength of what is happening here is to go by, then we should see that this being the end of an A to the beginning of an A to a B here, which is at this level here, could give us a 123, which is where we see the red. So we might be seeing price, you know, reversing from 1805. So 1805. So those are the levels that the price might get to, 1805. But if it breaks the top, then we should be looking at 1812 as the possible place that price is going to also back down. And if that happens, so it's a leading diagonal. So a leading diagonal, we expect at least a 50 or 60, between a 61.8 to 76. So don't let us go beyond what it's giving us. The last one I'm going to talk about now is Usdjpy. We need to see that also. Usdjpy. We need to see Usdjpy. So that will be the only yen that I'll be talking about. That will be the only yen I'll be talking about here. So let's look at the internal structure of that yen to see what we are seeing. This also looks pretty much like DXY. So it looks much like, okay, this is a 3-5 and we are correcting 4 in the middle and we have not finished 5. That means we are still going to break the top. But how do I get to that? So you need to see these. You need to see these. Now, you need to see these. How did I get to that? Pretty much this has been going up. Let me quickly turn to the monthly time frame to see. Yes. Now, this is where we are so far, and this thing has been, you know, apart from this move, so it has been coming, and this one has been going up here. So we need to see at least an 100 extension, because this is a breach in the middle. This is a breach in the middle. This is a correction in the middle, because this is like a W, X, and a Y structure. So being a W, X, and a Y structure, we need to see at least a 100% extension. Let me go somewhere else before I come here. Let me use this. You're going to give me the same. Okay. Unlike this one didn't show, but forget about this. So this is where we need to work. Let me see if I can just clear. Yeah, let me clear this off completely. Let me clear this off completely to show us something here. Let me bring this out. This is the last one I'll be talking about here. So this is a WXY structure. This is a WXY structure. A W, a W, X, and a Y structure. And a Y structure. So that's what we have. A WXY structure, a W, a X, and a Y structure. That's what we have. And in dealing with this, where are we supposed to get to? So where we're supposed to get to, it's 100 extension, at least, before we can say we're going to correct or change the structure. So from here and down to this level. So this is where 100 is. So we expect to get to this level. And this is where we should see the price changing gear. That is where we are going. So we are still going to move towards 149. That was what I was saying before. We probably possibly will see yen responding with the way the structure is going. That is what I think I'm seeing now. That is what I'm seeing now. And that's what it looks like. That is what it does. That's what it looks like. That is what it looks like. That is what it looks like. So that is what it looks like. So that is what it looks like. So 149 in view. And if I take it to the other one here, okay, if you want to understand that, this could have been a 5-wave structure, which is motive and a correction. And this also looks like a 5-wave structure to the upside. And this one is the bridge. So from here, this one could have as well be a 1 and a 2, and we now begin to go up to finish. We believe we have finished a 3 and we are seeing a 4 to finish a 5 to run down. So that is what I'm trying to present to us, for us to see. Now let's now come back there. So So we see this move. So we see that move. And from this level, from that level, to this level now, up here. That's the I here. So where we want to go to, like just like I showed you, is from here to this place, then down to this place, go here. And so where we want to come to is at this level here, which is at 100. So to make a WXY, we can say an ABC. In this regard now, this will be an A B, which is the bridge here, and a C which is equal 100. So that is where we should expect price to get to, and that's still a 149, 400 or thereabout here. So depending on your broker. So I think it's the wave that one should continue to follow. So Ohando, I think, works more like our what works well with our trades. So now going inside of this now, seeing what we have, going inside of here. So from here to here, could be our 1 and our 2, which is this. Anyhow, it could be our 1, our 2. You could also take this one as a 1 and this place as a 2. There's just a little difference to it. Taking this as a 1 and the 1 here as a 2, or taking this as a 1 and the 1 here as a 2, I think seeing the way this one also went up, we can say this one is a 1 and that this one is a 2. But let's play with this. I think it's still almost the same thing. I've done the analysis. It's almost the same. To take this one as a 1 and this one as a 2 here, and this one to go up. And so with that said, let me take it to the weekly. The structure is clear that we are seeing a W or ABC structure, in the making. So it's clear to us. So, and of course, this is an ending diagonal, and this is the with unfortunately 3.5 and not what we thought it was. So in that case, so what we are saying here is that the correction here, where we see this blue, is the end of that wave here, 5. So if we're going to get a fourth should come from a 2 here, at least. We take it to this point. So this is 38. So between a 23 and a 38, that's where a 50 is here, which should be the limit that the price should not break before we see more upside from Usdjpy. So the blue zone for more upside will now be this. The blue zone for more upside will be around this area. That's a blue zone for more upside is around this area. So where we see the pink, the first pink and the second pink, it's a blue zone for more upside. That is what we are saying now. So that's a blue zone for more upside, where the price should turn to the upside. Now, where do we, it's not until we finish the 4 here, then we'll now be able to get the 5. So because the 4, once it finishes, then we can now plug the 3 to 4 to know the limit that is going to go up. But from the WABC that we just did on the higher time frame, we know we have an idea of where it's likely going to fall, which is going to be where we expect it to end. So we have an idea of where it's going to end. So we are going to wait until this one plays out. Now, what we are saying is that we expect more upside because it's quite sharp. It's quite sharp, and this is with 3. And of course, if you do the internal, you measure, and this is way more than a 123. I mean, so 161.8. We should understand this so that we don't begin to walk blindly. So this is a 1, and this is a 2, and this is 161. So price had gone beyond that. It has gone beyond 262.63. It is just a bit above, almost at 3.23 something. So that is clearly with 3 that has finished. So we want to do it with 5. And from the way it looks, we should have a deep pullback. We should have a deep pullback at least to this level. And where is the price at the moment? Where's the price at the moment? We are going to be seeing more upside definitely. But where's the price at the moment? Wow. You see what I saw? Just like on DXY, the price had touched the edge of 23. The price had touched the edge of 23. Now, with the price touching the edge of 23, and we know that this is like a wedge, which is the wedge, the 5th wave. This is now, this is like a wedge where we see a 1 and a 2. Sorry, okay, a 1, because after this move, this is a 1, a 2, a 3, no, a 3, a 4, then a 5, and this. So we begin to see this. This one actually went past this. Went past this, and we see this move to the downside. And this move to the downside, of course, we missed it. We missed it. These, for me, will be going to the upside. Are we going to see this one come down first? The best thing to do here, if you want to bet, the best thing to do here, we don't want to do anything below here. And the best thing to do is to look for possibility of this particular wave coming around this area to sell to this area. That's the best. Or we wait here for this to finish itself and we ride up to finish with 5. That is the best. That is how to. So in the meantime, we don't want to do anything until the price either comes here first and we come in here. So what is going to happen? Are we seeing an A? Is this one an A? Is this one an A? And this one now, it's a B. Is the B terminating here? this is where how to engage this. Is this one equal for a B? Let's see what we can measure here. If it's a B or not. From the beginning of A to the end of A, this is almost like a 76.4. That can also still go for a B. So it can go for a B, and if you do see further downside, fine. So we might be seeing a formation of a zigzag or another flag, where this one becomes a triad, like here, a 1 and a 2 and a 3, and this one is a B, and we have a 5-way structure to the upside. So any it could be a WSY, a WXY, where the XI is 76.4, and this one is going to give us an equal leg. So if it's going to go up, let's allow it to go up so that we can sell to the downside. And once we sell and we enter this zone, we know we're not going down again, we're going to go further up. So that is what we should look for on the, on Usdjpy. So the long term, as we expect this to still break the top and go up towards 149. That's what I'm saying. So that is the structure. And it's, it doesn't do that, I'll be surprised. That's the structure. It's not yet the end of DXY yet to push up, and it's not the end of we are not changing trend from here. No. The structure does not tell me that we are changing trend from here. So all we could do is probably to come up here and down here before we go up. And if you come down here first, then we're going to go up and break the top once more to finish with 5. And that is what I want to show us here. So what to do here now is to take this, for our A, and we are going to see our C around this area. And so our B is this. Our B is this. So provided we don't break low again, this is potentially our B, provided we don't break low again, that will be our B. I'm taking my time today. If you look at what I did last week and what played out, it's still the same way. The structure has not changed, and it is according to analysis that we still expect price to walk up to those areas before we do take any action. So we don't want to take any action here. So if that's the case, if this is what I'm expecting, the C leg should be 100 or 123. So the 100 is here. So this is the zone that we should expect price to, if price should walk up to this area, this is the zone. This is the 100 and this is 123. So this is where I will expect price to make it back to the downside. That's what we are saying. So this is the zone that we expect price to turn down. So whatever, it would be nice to look at our sell opportunity in that area and your stop loss too. So which means that if price first come to this point, so far it does not break above here, then we are still good to come to the downside to enter this zone properly. But if price should break above this area and forms a price action above this area, then it's going to break the top and finish up with 5 and work towards 149. That means we still have like almost 1,000 pips to the upside to finish up that way. That is what we are saying. 139 to 149 is like 1,000 pips, if I'm correct. Yeah. Is it not? Is it 100? I think it's 1,000. or is that 100? 139 to 149? Yes. Yeah, it's 1,000. It's 1,000. So 140 is 100. Yeah, it's 1,000 pips to the upside. Yeah, 1,000 pips to the upside. So that is huge. And your knowledge of this actually helps. But at the same time, why I still want this to come up here, you know, for me to look for a sell. If I'm looking for a sell, I'm going to be looking for a sell with a proper price action and to take a small risk. Now, it's better to take a risk, a bigger risk down here based on the structure. I want to, if price comes in here, I will take a bigger risk, a risk to the upside. I will take a smaller risk from here to come to this point. Why? Because these are touch 23 and it may well end with 4 here. So we must understand that. It may well. So the structure also teaches us how to calculate our risk and all of that. So if it breaks down from here, I'll be happy to sell to this point. But this is a very good place for me to say, okay, I will take a bigger risk to go up. And that is how this one is for now. So we are seeing with 4. We are seeing with 4, but technically with 4 could still push to up. To push up. And they might make this one, yeah, like I said, it could just stall here. So the place you want to begin to look for your sell is at around 136, 900 to 138. So that's the area you want to look for yourself to the downside. But again, this may correct the downside first and finish this. They can do anything. They can do anything. So it's almost the same. What they are doing is almost the same. So this might be a Y, and this structure, once it finishes up, there might be an X and come down again before they go up. And going up, that will be, they are really going up. So, but are they going to come here now? If they should come here now, then they have finished the correction, then they're going to go up. So, but if they should come here now, technically they can still, come down, confusing people to, okay, what are they doing? Because you don't understand what they're trying to do in the middle here. You think they come up here, they're going to go up. Then I just change it. Once they break some step to the downside again, they're coming back here. So let's see what. I think with that ends everything. Watch this video carefully and you will see how it plays out. Let's watch it carefully. But on the daily, so that is what we are seeing. We are seeing this structure as an A, and this structure will be a B so far, and we can finish up. And it may still come down, really. It may still come down. This correction may fail and it may break down. So whichever, if it breaks down and come inside there, I'm happy to look for price action to now begin to sell, which means that they have changed the structure in a way that they have finished the correction to the downside, and what they want to do is to begin to now ride up, break all the structure above. So that is what. But I think the structure still favors more of go up, come to this side, come down before they go up. So that's it.